Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. XRP is not designed for retail investors, but for wholesale financial use, Ripple executive says. Okay guys, let's get into this one. So within the XRP community, there's a few buzzwords that you hear, a few phrases that are really common with XRP holders. Things like know what you hold, all the money, and XRP wasn't meant for retail, that kind of thing. And the not meant for retail is a very common one within the XRP community, and I think it's one that's really been really massively misconstrued, to be honest with you, and taken out of context. So I thought I would address this because I hear it so much and it seems to have popped back out of the woodwork. So I thought this is the time to address it. So let's really get into this. XRP not designed for retail investors. So let's get to where this came from. It actually came from a Ripple executive. So I do have to give a bit of grace here when I talk about this, because this isn't just the words of an influencer. This actually came from a Ripple executive. So I do understand why people use this phrase, because a Ripple executive said it. So I do understand that. But this is one of those things where I think influencers have either really got it massively misconstrued in their head what this meant, or they've just used it to drive a narrative to try and really blow up their channel, that kind of thing. And, they've been running for it now. And, people who want to believe this stuff, they take it in, they give them this kind of narrative, and then it just blows up because people want to believe that they're involved in something that's going to make them huge amounts of money. And so obviously when this is being used, then they say, XRP, it's not meant for retail. It's not meant for us. We're not supposed to hold it. A lot of people feel like they're in this, this secret investment that nobody really knows about, and that, they don't really want you in this investment. They're going to try and get you out of it somehow, and it's really not that deep or serious, to be quite honest with you. So let's get into it. Who said this then? It was Dileep Rao who said this, and he actually said this in 2018. So quite some time back. And, first and foremost, just to go into this, things can change a lot, between now and 2018. That's 6 years ago. And we've kind of seen that as evidence, right? If we look at what Ripple are doing now, they've got the stablecoin that they're releasing. They've got the AMM. So, they've kind of shown us already that they're not just focusing on ODL anymore. They've not given up on it, but they've pivoted to other things to try and help bring value to XRP and Ripple. So we can already see that their focus isn't just ODL anymore, right? So things have changed. But let's get to the matter at hand then. XRP not designed for retail investors. What do they mean by that? Okay. Well, what you've got to think of is what is XRP's purpose, right? It's a bridge currency. Yeah, that was its primary focus, right? Bridge currency for institutions to do cross-border payments, right? So what you've got to understand is when they're talking about this, they're not saying that it's not meant for retail investors in the sense that, you shouldn't hold it or anything like that. What they're saying is that when they made XRP, they didn't design it with retail speculation in mind. They didn't design it as just to be a token where retail investors just speculate on it. No, they designed XRP to have a purpose. They wanted XRP when it was first made to be a better Bitcoin. And from it being a better Bitcoin, what they realized was, okay, we can actually transfer this cryptocurrency way faster and way cheaper than Bitcoin. So there they thought it could be a bridge currency. They found a use case for it, a purpose. So the real simple answer to this, when they're saying it's not designed for retail, is they didn't just design it for retail speculation. This is the problem. When you've got retail investors involved, let's be honest, what are we all doing with XRP? We're not utilizing it. We're buying it and holding it, right? And hoping that the price goes up and that we make money from it. We're not buying it to utilize it or anything like that. You do get developers and stuff like that who do that, but the general retail investor are just holding it in hope of making profit. So what they're saying is it wasn't designed for retail to just speculate on. It was designed to actually be a bridge currency. It had a purpose, right? And so I know some people might hear this and say, oh, well, yeah, we know that, but the point that I'm trying to make is the way people talk is XRP was designed, not for retail. And they're saying retail was never meant to hold it. No, they're not saying that. You can go and get XRP now for 60 cents. It's publicly available right now as we speak. So it's not this big secret where they're trying to hide it from the world. No, not at all. All they're really saying is it's not really just meant for retail to just speculate on it. It's here to be utilized. It's here to help the world and to help industries. That's what it's here for. And this is the thing. When you get into that, on that mind frame, right? There's many cryptocurrencies that weren't designed for retail then. Any cryptocurrency that has utility wasn't designed for retail speculation either, wasn't designed for retail either. So if you think about HBAR, Algorand, Ethereum even. I know people, you know, in the XRP community don't like Ethereum because of the whole lawsuit, but we have to just be honest, like Ethereum has smart contracts, you know, it has a utility. So these are not designed for retail to just speculate on. They're here to actually serve a purpose. So these cryptocurrencies aren't designed for retail either, right? These are also here to serve their utility purpose. So I think a lot of people really get this confused and think this is just specific to XRP and, you know, the whole like know what you hold and all the money and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, these are a lot of these phrases have really been overblown and misconstrued and taken wildly out of context. And when you really break it down to the simple means and answer of it, it's really not as you know, coded as what people make it out to be completely honest with you. Let's look at some of the things that you can do with some of these cryptos. HBAR right now are doing RWA tokenization. Ethereum has smart contracts, so it's really good for DeFi. You've got NFTs. You've got all these different types of use cases that you can use on these other networks that are all utility driven. So of course, when they've made these cryptocurrencies, they've wanted them to be utilized. They've not made them to just say, hey, you can just go and speculate on this coin. It's not like a Pepe when it's just a meme coin that has no purpose. Yes, those are done for speculation purposes. That's it. It's just, hey, there's nothing that this coin does. We're just putting it out in hope to make money. That's it. That's the type of coin that's meant for retail because they're just hoping to get a quick pump out of it. But coins like XRP, Hedera, HBAR, Algorand, you know, Ethereum, all these types of tokens, no, these are utility tokens. They have a purpose and that's what they were designed for, not for retail speculation. So that's all there is to this. So I thought I'd just explain this because I think a lot of people still think that this means that, you know, like, you know, the government are going to try and get you out of your XRP. They're going to do all that they can to take away your XRP from you. No, they're not. They're not going to do that any more than they would any other cryptocurrency, right? Like, it's not specific to XRP. XRP is not like the chosen cryptocurrency or anything like that. No, it's just crypto as a whole. Like, it's not going to be any different. So, you know, I'm just trying to add clarification because I think a lot of people get this kind of stuff misconstrued. And this is why they think that XRP is going to hit like these wild astronomical numbers like $10,000 because they think that these, you know, sayings that they hear, the phrases like mean something completely different. And I get it. There's a lot of influencers who have been pushing this kind of stuff for a long time. So I understand why the confusion is out there, but this is why I'm here trying to combat it and trying to give you the clarification so you understand. So obviously it's up to you guys what you want to believe in the end, but I really don't think there's anything more to this than what I've actually already stated. So I hope this helps, and obviously, you know, believe what you want to believe at the end of the day, but I really don't think there's anything more to it than it just being a token that has utility. Nothing more, nothing less. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. Take care.